Hello. I've been homeless with like I think 3 years, and the time has flown. And through within those 3 years, I've been pretty mentally and physically unwell. So uh, I can understand why 3 years has 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 existed as homeless, because mentally unwell plus physically unwell, I obviously have not been motivated to not be homeless, and motivated to make an effort, because the physical and mental illness was distracting me from uh, my courage, my passion, and my strength, and which I've always naturally enjoyed and experienced to get on with life. And now this time, the length of time that I've been mentally and physically unwell has led to me having to learn a lot of knowledge that is against negative, or against life's problems. For example, that I didn't know that I had courage, passion, and strength to live my life. Now I know I did, and I know that I have to actively be courageous, be passionate, and be strong to live a normal life. Now I'm starting to get better, physically better, and mentally better. Although I probably will never ever be the same as I was at 21, 22, 23, etc. I'll probably never be the same, because I have a lot of ruminating thoughts, and I'm very uncertain that I'm ever going to have those ruminating thoughts solved. So I'm probably never going to get back to being the same me I was from 21 upwards. There's also the issue that I have to love like I've never been hurt, and I have to stop believing that I should be attached to homelessness, that I shouldn't try not to be homeless, and that I should continue this lifestyle forever. And I've decided that this attachment to being homeless, this idea that I should stay homeless and I shouldn't try and I shouldn't make an effort, this idea has to leave me and allow me to try again to live that normal life, working, getting married, maybe having kids, etc. Well, I won't have kids because there's a big problem that I don't want to talk about just now, that makes me determined not to have kids. And also, I don't even want to adopt kids or foster kids, because I couldn't bear to be raising a kid while this massive issue and problem I've identified a long time ago is existing. But this attachment to homelessness, the way I'm coping with it is that I'm telling myself, right, okay, I can say that I can get out of homelessness, I can try harder, and I can try really hard, but I need my physical and mental health to do that, and I need support, because we are not built to cope with problems on our own. We are a tribal species. We are tribal. We are not, and I repeat, not solo species. We are a tribal species. We're supposed to look out for each other. We're supposed to care for each other. We're supposed to support each other, and we're supposed to ensure that each other is surviving at optimum performance, and that our needs and wants are met through support from others. We're a tribal species, and anything can happen. As a homeless person, like there was a stabbing between two homeless friends the other night, and I said to myself, that's why I'm glad that I keep my mouth shut when things are said, and I try not to provoke any harm from anyone. When something goes wrong, I tend not to talk anymore. And years ago, I would have an opinion on everything, and I would speak on everything. So I think that I'm doing a good job at being able to protect myself from harm in situations that 10 years ago I would be harmed because of my behaviour, the way I deal with it. So there's one thing going for me is that I've learned a lot from my behaviour and mistakes, and not just mistakes, the things I've done wrongly. And going from there, I have this problem that I am feeling attached to homelessness, that like institutionalized. My mum called my friend institutionalized to prison, that he kept going back to prison and he kept ending up in prison because he was institutionalized. Well, I tend to believe now that institutionalized wasn't the right word, but it's associated with, and I have associated myself with the homeless lifestyle, and that I shouldn't try to get out of homelessness, but I should, because if I stay homeless, I am defeated by people who don't deserve to see me defeated. Even if there isn't people actively glad I'm homeless, or actively wishing homelessness upon me, or actively glad that I'm homeless and defeated because and that I'm a joke or something, that my life is a sick joke, which it is. I don't think it is. I think that I'm quite an intellectual person, and I've always been intellectual, logical, and justification. I don't justify, and I don't find logic for me to attach myself to staying homeless and to giving up and to not trying to not be homeless. And the way I'm coping with this is telling myself, right, now that I'm starting to feel better, my health is starting to improve again, I can come back to homelessness anytime. But I don't have to accept it as the end of the road, the final lifestyle right now, because I can make an effort. There's one vital thing I need: support. Even if only one person supports me, and honesty in that support. So possibly in my life people haven't been honest, possibly there's not been any integrity at any time in my life, but if one person is supporting me with the utmost integrity, and it's that the right person, I believe that I can get back to being that 21-year-old, highly driven, highly passionate, highly courageous, highly motivated, very strong-minded, and strong skills and passions. I can get back to doing that, and I shouldn't associate with homelessness. But this is something I'm discovering. Homeless people who have been homeless for many years, maybe the same thing happened to them. They're like, maybe I should just stay homeless. So they became associated with homeless, became attached to it, and they believe that they should stay homeless. Well, my advice is to all homeless people: never ever accept homelessness as a lifestyle, and do whatever you can to get out of it. And I am going to be an example to other homeless people that it's possible. Because I know I can do this. I know I can. And the support that I've had in the past has left me. There are other ways, but that support returning would speed things up. This isn't a video that asks for that support, by the way. It's just that I'm saying that support that was there previously would speed things up for me to get back on my feet. And I could be an example to other homeless people that it's possible to go back to working life. It's possible to do this, possible to do that, and I could live my ultimate dream. My ultimate dream was to become a psychologist. As a child, I wanted to be a psychologist. But if I'm able to get back from homelessness to normal life, and that will be twice recovering. 21 I recovered, and recovering again at 31, I would then be deemed a hero and an expert on recovery from homelessness and issues associated with homelessness. But there you go. Do not allow yourself to accept homeless lifestyle or associate yourself with the idea that you should stay homeless unless it's instruction from God or Jesus or Buddha or some higher power that and you have to believe. I don't believe myself. And myself is telling me to stay homeless, but don't do it. Don't stay homeless. Try everything you can. Throw your soul through every open door. Count your blessings. What is the rest of that song? I don't know, but there you go. There's a song. Throw your soul through every open door. What is it? What is the other? What is Adele? Who is Adele? Who does Adele represent?